Life is a casino. We don't sink, we just hit them off with C-notes. And you can bet it all. I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Merlino.
What's up, G?
Life is a casino. We don't sink, we just hit them off with C-notes. And you can bet it all. I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Merlino.
With Joey Merlino.
Welcome back to episode 120, The Skinny, with Joey Merlino and Little Snuff. Today, we're live, Boca Raton, Florida, Podcast Junkie Studio. We got a massive episode going on today. This episode is brought to you by Smack Talk. This is a company where you could talk your shit and do whatever you want to do. Put your fantasy lineups in. This is a platform where you're going to go, what me and Joey do. You could rant, you could rave, you could say whatever you want. And we got a special guest on the podcast today. Brandon Lang is in the building. What's up, Joe? What's up, Brandon? How we doing?
We're doing good. You know, it's been since last year's Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl.
I did the podcast.
Well, you're going to give some picks out today, right?
We'll give some picks in a minute.
Right.
But with Smack Talk being a place where you can go and let it fly.
That's what this is all about.
And it's such a great forum. Go download the app now. You'll see what I'm saying. We all have really bad beats.
Yeah.
And who can, my wife understands point spreads and she understands what we're trying to pull in. But when you suffer a bad beat, she can't relate to that pain.
Yeah.
The pain, I've never been raped or ass fucked. I've never been. But it's got to feel like when you suffer a bad beat, it's like a Louisville Slugger bat. And I'm not talking about the thin handle. I'm talking about the barrel, no lube jam.
Yeah.
That's how a bad beat feels. And you sit there numb. And Smack Talk is someplace you can go and let it fly. As you said, fantasy lineups and gamble a little bit on player props. But relate to other gamblers about anything. And I just felt like with this forum with you and Joey that it was time to set the record straight about something, because I've sat back for 8 years and I've watched Stu Feiner howl at the moon about me. And he has howled at the moon and said things about my now ex-wife, my daughter. He's made it personal. And I've never once said anything about the guy. And I just felt with Smack Talk being an open forum where you can let it fly, I just thought it's time to set the record straight. Because the bottom line is nobody, and I repeat, nobody knows Stu Feiner better than me. Let me tell you something. I got to tell you, I'm God. Promises made, promises delivered. I am the best. I am the king. Let me explain something to you. I have a 2-team parlay today that will not lose. I am the king. I look down. I'm so fat. I can't see my dick. I can't see it. But I'll win. Absolutely free. Because I'm the king. Stu Feiner!
You almost made me have a heart attack.
Now,
Who the fuck's Stu Feiner?
I
I seen the fucking video. Fat motherfucker. I seen a video.
Yeah.
Nobody
He's going to give you a heart attack.
knows him better than me. Nobody. And for a guy to sit back and howl at the moon that I'm a horrible handicapper, that's pretty funny, because when he hired me in 1989, I took over 3,900 numbers, and I made the man about $6 million in 3 years.
It's not a bad number, 6
And I told him he needed to switch his revenue to AT&T and not Telesphere. He didn't listen. Telesphere went bankrupt. Cost him about $5 million. So didn't listen, okay? And so then prior to the movie coming out, and what's funny is he should be on his 4-foot 2-inch knees sucking my dick that he can run around in life and say, Al Pacino. He played me. I'm the king. But he doesn't. Instead, he howls at the moon. Okay, fine. But let's be clear on something. A year before the movie came out, I got at the table read a picture of me, McConaughey, Rene Russo, and Al Pacino. I call Stu up. I said, listen, let's start BrandonLane.com. That's the name of the character in the movie. Let's put a website up. Whatever the character Brandon Lane writes in a year, let's split it a third. He says, perfect. That's great. We'll make money. Money. About me, the king.
I mean, you sound just like him.
So, 1 year. For a guy that has a horrible opinion, the character wrote about $675,000. Do the math. 1/3 of that's mine. So I call him up and I go, hey, I know Booden's going to take his third. You're going to take their third? I get my third. He goes, I can't. I can't pay you. I can't pay you. I need the money. I need the money. I need the money. I'm going to Von Leeson's. 10 age ham and cheese omelet. I'm going to eat a whole pizza. I'm going to throw up over myself, and then I'm going to eat the pizza again. Who's better than me? Who's better than me? Who's better than me? Nobody better than me.
You might take a fucking heart attack.
Rob me.
Yeah.
Flat out rob me. So as fate would have it, a year later, Brandon Lane, Dan calls me and says, we can't use Brandon Lane in the movie. We got to change it to Brandon Lang. Man, that's huge. I was able to go to Steve Booten, cut the deal for BrandonLang.com, and say, see you, Stu. You robbed me, flat out robbed me. I'm going to go partners with Steve Booten.
Okay.
I will say this. Bottom line, I love Stu. Always have, always will. But he's crossed the line. And it's about time people realize that's what he did to me. Simple as that. We start Brandon Lang, Steve Booten and I hit it out of the ballpark, and whatever made him angry, whatever made him have to howl at the moon, he's back on top, cut a deal with Barstool. Congratulations. But let's make sure we're perfectly clear here. Nobody knows you better than me. Nobody. And you know how much money I made you. And you know how much money you robbed me of. It's as simple as that. At the end of the day, just remember, you're not the king. You're not the king. You're not the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I am the best. I am the best. I'm the king. Stu Feiner!
Were they... Let me ask you a question for people who don't know. We're talking about Two for the Money, the movie.
Yep.
Okay. Were they all your picks? Everything that he talks about, like that he was giving out all the games?
No.
They were all coming from you?
No. The 900 numbers, he had a score phone that he advertised on. And he had the, if you want to go back to when I first met him, I saved him 75 grand because he was paying for a score phone advertising. I said they were robbing him. That's the truth. When I went to work for him, he had 3 900 numbers. J.C. LaGrada, Tony Montana, Mike Anthony. He gave them to me and said, make money with them. Okay. So about 2 months later, on the front end of the score phone that he advertised on, you'd get a 40-second ad, and it would be Stu saying, I have my game of the year, game of the year, game of the year. Call me now, call me now, call me now, call me now. I will win, I will win, I will win. Let's make sure we're clear on this. Every handicapper is going to go on winning streaks and going to go on losing streaks.
Of course.
I've seen Stu, 89-92, in his office, go on horrible losing streaks. That motherfucker killed more Jews than Hitler. I'm telling you right the fuck now. No doubt about it. I've seen him go on horrible losing streaks, okay? He won too. But I would never sit back and say, he's a horrible handicapper, horrible handicapper. Yeah. No. He's gone on some absolute cold streaks. But 3 months into working for him, comes downstairs, hands me the sports schedule and says, I'm putting Mike Anthony on the front end of the score phone. I need you to hit a 3-team parlay. Okay, great. So the next day, I'm on the front end of the score phone, 3-team NBA parlay, boom, 3-0. 375 calls at $20 a call. I went on a heater with Mike Anthony. I would cross-plug, so when you call Mike Anthony to get the 3 picks, I'd say, hold on, J.C. LaGrada's got his game of the year. So those guys would jump to J.C. LaGrada. Then I said, Mike Anthony's $50 best bet line's got his game of the year. Then I hit that. I would roll those, and I made that man, like I said, close to $5.5 million in 3 years. So to sit back and listen to him badmouth me and rip me, I finally just said, you know what? Smack talk, perfect place to let the air out and let everybody know that's the real story. Stu knows it. I know it. And I'll say it again. Nobody knows that man as good as me. Trust me, the 2 o'clock phone call in the middle of the morning. Brandon, listen to me. I'm in my closet. I got a cereal bowl. I got a whole box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and a gallon of milk. I'm overeating. Sandy doesn't know I'm in here. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God. I'm so fat right now. Nobody knows that man is going to be. That's the true story of me and Stu Feiner. These coins are great. We got some playoff games to talk about.
The last time he was on the podcast, he gave out the Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, they won.
In the beginning of the year, we gave out our picks. Joey had the Eagles. I actually gave out the Rams. Who did you give out in the beginning of the year?
This year?
Yeah.
Niners.
All right, so all 3 teams are in.
We're in action.
And they got no shot.
No, they're dead.
They got a better chance seeing God.
I just want to thank everybody for coming today. This really means a lot to all of us. It's a beautiful thing to just see all this, and I'm a big believer in trying to be a staple of the community, and there's a lot of people here today that have been leading examples of that. If you could aspire to continue to give and do things with love first, you're always going to turn out to be successful. When this ribbon's cut, we got the best Philadelphia cheesesteak and hot honey wings inside. Compliments of Skinny Joey's Cheesesteaks, our good brother and friend Joseph Perry, a.k.a. Little Snuff, biggest podcast out there, The Skinny. If you don't know, get on it, and you'll see Automotive Avenues in their next commercial. God bless everybody.
So you want to go? Should we go from the top? Should we go from Rams Carolina first?
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Rams in that game. I don't know about covering 10 right now, but
10.5 it is.
yeah.
If I leaned, they beat him outright the first time.
Yeah. They just beat him. Then they beat him
yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
10.5, 30, 28, I think the final was.
Yeah.
Stafford 2 picks. Stafford said after the game, you get humbled in this league if you don't show up to play. They traveled early, played the 1 o'clock game. Hard for West Coast teams to do. They just didn't show up.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, oh, they're going to show up now. Arizona moved the ball on them up and down the field.
Yeah.
Brissett looked great. That Carolina defense at home, you're getting a 10.5 point home playoff dog. Not saying it reminds me of the Seattle game with Marshawn Lynch and the Saints when he broke 179 tackles and they upset them. I think the record was 7-9 as well. Don't know if they can win the game outright, but you're getting a 10.5 point playoff dog
At home.
that beat him before. I would lean toward the dog.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
The dog.
Take the points, especially at home. The
They
Bears.
shouldn't even be in there.
No.
Carolina. They lost the other night and they still got him.
Yep.
NFL's funny.
Show doesn't throw that pick.
I lost that fucking game by 0.5 point, 2.5.
Yeah.
At Tampa.
Yep.
Motherfucker blocked the field goal.
It just goes to show you, just closing the book on Tampa. Baker missed Cohen. And it's obvious that when that offensive coordinator, when Cohen went to Jacksonville, and what he's done in Jacksonville, it just goes to show you he was probably 90% responsible for Baker having the kind of year he had last year.
Yeah.
And he definitely missed him this year because Baker wasn't the same.
No, it wasn't the same.
Wasn't the same.
Their offense was way off.
Yep.
Packers banged up at the Bears.
I don't trust Caleb Williams.
Really?
Nope.
I love him.
Nope.
I love him. I think he's great.
Not a game I'll touch. I won my big money involving the Packers last week against Minnesota. Talking about smack talk and being able to vent. Had you lost a game, that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
If you had Minnesota lined open up 10, went off at 12.5, they dominate the game. I think they had 320 yards total offense to 139 for Green Bay, minus 7 yards passing for the Packers. You're up 13-0. You're in the red zone. Brosmer fumbles on some tripping over the lineman, stands up, sticks the ball out, just strip sack for him. You don't get 3 there, not even 7. Now you're 16-0. Here comes that last drive. And you're sitting there like literally, oh my God, I'm going to lose a game that I should have been up 24-0.
Yeah.
And then he gets down to the 11-yard line, clocks at 20. He runs it, LaFleur. They get to the 6-yard line. You're thinking they're going to run it again. They're going to score. And he runs the clock down to a second, kicks field goal.
Yeah.
So you cover the 12.5.
It's got to be fixed.
It's crazy. It's like they know.
listen,
I'll fuck you kicking a field goal.
well, yeah, you could say LaFleur laid the number and said, let me make it interesting.
Yeah.
If he took the number, he tries to score a touchdown there. You hide it by kicking the field goal and say, we didn't want to be shut out.
That's what they're gonna say.
But that would have been a bad beat where you just sit there, as I said, you turn your TV off and you stare at the TV and you say to yourself, that didn't happen. And you'll turn it back on, you rewind it.
Yeah, and it happened.
And you'll just it happened.
I know. Talk to your fucking self.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of games that you could do that all year. That's why I don't bet. I will not bet a game. I only bet props. I will not bet a game.
I am
him. Buffalo, Jacksonville, your team.
Yep.
Like Jacksonville.
Yep.
Jacksonville might be in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They're good.
I had them as my game of the year when they went to Denver plus 3.5. And they were down 14-0, and they couldn't move the ball. Whole first quarter, they didn't pick up a
Yeah.
first down. And I'm like, oh, my God, I'm on the wrong side of this. And then in the second quarter, they just found it, and they boat raced them 34-20.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed them.
And then they closed out, winning every game since. A little banged up on defense a little bit, but I just offensively,
Trevor Lawrence airs
what
it out.
Trevor Lawrence is doing in that offense,
Yeah.
they're dangerous. That coach is dangerous. To go into Denver and beat Denver
Yeah.
by 2 touchdowns, you're getting value because Josh Allen is Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And everybody still buys into the Josh Allen hype, but in every
He
single...
never went to the Super Bowl yet.
No.
Ain't do nothing.
In every single critical moment he has had, he has failed. 2 years ago at home, they're down by 3. It's 3rd and 9 from the Chiefs' 21. He goes back. He's got the check down for the first down with 1:10 to go. Take the check down, 1st and goal at the 10. You're going to score, leave no time on the clock. We all know what happened the last time with 13 seconds to go. Instead, he goes for broke. Davis is open.
Yeah.
He's got him, but he kind of gets hit, throws it at his feet. Then they miss the field goal, game over. Wrong read, game over. Last year, the blitz came. Critical part of the game. The snap comes. The overload blitz from the right. Allen focuses on the overload blitz to the right. The back slips out of the backfield, wide open, probably going to score a touchdown. He can't get off the read here and throws it to Kincaid, who should have had it.
Yeah.
Drops it. Game over. Another bad wrong read. Eagles last week or
That
2
was
weeks ago.
that was such a
2-point
bad
conversion.
pass.
2-point conversion.
That was wide open.
Every
Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
beat up.
Well, why? They kicked the extra point. They got the momentum going into overtime.
Yeah, but his defense.
The Eagles had 16 yards. 17 yards
I get that.
offense in the,
I
in the
get
second
that.
half.
Probably should have went to OT, but you still have your future Hall of Fame quarterback to plant his feet and make a throw.
Can't make that throw.
And he can't make that throw. So until he shows you he can be trusted, only reason why that line's not 3.5 and it's 1.5, Josh Allen.
Yeah. All right.
I like Jacksonville.
Yep.
We're live here, Skinny Joey's Cheesesteaks. I'm going to show you a secret menu item. Chicken cheesesteak with hot honey and American cheese. Let's do a little hot honey first. All right. American cheese. This is the real deal shit, New Yorker.
Wow. Cedar Versa roll. Chicken cheesesteak, New Yorker American, hot honey. Wow. The flavor of the chicken, the Aversa seeded roll, there's just a different flavor. The hot honey, not too hot, not too sweet. The New Yorker American mixed in. All the flavors are hitting you at once. Like I said, this will knock your fucking balls across the street. Chargers, New England.
I like New England. Chargers bang up.
I like the Chargers.
They got no offensive line.
I
They got Herbert though. He's great.
if I was sleeping at night, I go home tonight, go to bed. God comes to me. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, glowing white gown, with a glass of lemonade, and he hands it to me. And he says, "My son, I'm going to give you the final score of the Chargers and Patriots because I know that you're 0-100 going with or against Jim Harbaugh. I know Jim doesn't like you. Jim hates you. He hates you. If you bet with him, he doesn't cover. You bet against him, he covers. So take this lemonade, and I'm going to give you the final score." I would look at God and say, "God, I still don't trust you. I got to go with Satan." Okay?
Yeah.
That's my luck with Justin Herbert. I had them last year against the Texans. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. 4 picks by Herbert. He was so bad. And all I hear Harbaugh doing is getting on his knees and sucking his dick.
I know.
4 INTs at Houston.
But he plays his balls off, though, Herbert.
Good.
I just think it's I don't know.
Rumor has it he smokes a lot of weed too. So I'm not saying I know for sure, but rumor out of Oregon was he's a massive stoner. You can have that game. I ain't even gonna watch it. I'll go watch.
I think New England kills him.
You think New England?
I'll watch. Oh, I'll be pulling for New England.
New England's good.
To blow them out.
Yeah, no, I know.
They're
Drake
really
May's great.
They're really good.
Diggs is my boy.
I do think New England's the right side of the game.
What's the name? Chargers offensive line's done. He gets killed.
His hands this big.
He led the league in sacks.
Herbert. His hand.
He's got the 4 screws in it.
I still like him.
Listen, he's a great quarterback, but he got killed this year. He got sacked 60-something times.
Him and Barrow get hit every
play.
I can't
snap.
trust him.
Yeah,
I can't trust him.
You can't trust it.
I'm glad you don't bet games.
No, I will
Talk
not.
about games.
I'll bet him to throw 2 touchdowns, though. That's for sure. I'll bet a prop on that.
The man, oh man, you are him.
Yeah. Steelers, Houston.
The fucking Steelers are lucky. Houston's got a defense.
3.5. Houston's minus 3.5.
They're just laying that 3.5 out there.
They shouldn't even be in there. Baltimore had him beat.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
Well, you
can't do
had
anything.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
And people ask me why I hate field goal kickers.
Yeah. The guy fell down, though. The defensive back.
It wasn't a 50-yarder. Wasn't a 60-yarder. And like the Jags kicker, who made it from 67 and had another 10 yards.
In warm-ups, you said
I
he did
watched him
76.
2 weeks ago. I was watching the NFL channel.
Yeah.
In warm-ups, before the game.
Yeah.
He kicked a 75-yarder right through, hit the net. 75 yards.
Crazy.
In warm-ups.
Unreal.
Where the fuck they kick that from? 75-yard field goal.
It's got to be from the opposite of the
Fucking
the
35-yard line? The other team?
No.
50, 40, and then
40,
10 yards.
67 yards.
Yeah. 45.
No.
It's got to be the
It's
45-yard
the
line.
45, that means 55 plus 10, 65.
Yeah.
So it has to be, Joey's right. If you go to the 40-yard line,
Yeah.
that's 60 yards.
Yeah.
Back 7.
That's wild.
67. So he actually kicked that.
Kick 75.
So you're right. That's from the opponent's that's from your
25-yard line. Where the fuck
That's
kicked
from
it
their
from?
own 35.
That's
kicking
fucking
a
That
field goal.
motherfucker went right through the middle, too. I couldn't believe it.
That's
I
sick.
love his reaction too. Did you see him?
Yeah, he's good.
He did the
I am him. He knew. I got to go with the veteran quarterback here, though. I would take Rodgers plus 3.5. I think CJ Stroud, listen, he's good sometimes. But the defense has been carrying
Yeah,
them.
but their defense is good.
I don't think he could get it done.
I think the play in that game under the total.
Under the total.
I don't think they can
Either one
reach.
score.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh's
struggles
defense looked good.
offensively
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah.
It's not like the Texans go hurry up.
Yeah.
They manage the clock, play to their defense, let their defense force a turnover. They won't ask Stroud on the road in that environment to do too much until he has to.
Yeah.
So the game could just kind of, Rodgers is going to make a mistake. They're going to get pressure on him. Unless you get the Cleveland game, where they got 2 defensive touchdowns for 14 of their points.
Yeah.
You talk about a bad beat. If you had Cincinnati,
Yeah, it's a
and
bad
you
beat.
watch Cleveland have 170 yards total offense,
Yeah.
and you lose the game,
Yeah.
2 defensive touchdowns. So I think under is that play.
Rodgers throws the ball nice, though, still.
Might
He
be
does.
Killed. Houston's got them fucking.
They do.
They got that defensive line. They might kill his ass.
I don't know. Tomlin might show. Who knows? I don't know. But the game of the week that we have to talk about, and everybody just crucifying the Philadelphia Eagles and the coaching staff right now. Eagles, San Fran. Eagles are -4.
I think the Eagles kill him.
Go ahead. I'll say mine till the end.
Blowout.
Eagles.
Blowout.
That's the second time he said it, and he's always right.
Blowout. Here's why. You saw their defense not able to stop Chicago
Yeah.
at all.
At all.
Okay? Then you watch Detroit's defense shut Chicago down. Why? Divisional game. Why'd Seattle only scored 13? Divisional game. Divisional games are different than non-divisional games. Why? Because you see them twice every year for so many years, so you're familiar with their scheme.
Yeah.
Now you're playing the Eagles. Eagles offense always does enough when they have to. Second half of Buffalo, they didn't have to do anything. Why? Because their defense did everything. So now San Francisco is facing probably the best defensive front that you're going to see in the NFL when they're healthy. Let's make sure we're clear on this. One of the hardest quarterbacks to defend is Josh Allen. And Eagles shut him down. The Texans, I think, sacked Josh Allen 9 times?
Yeah.
Like 9?
Yeah, 9 times.
That tells you what their defensive front is. So now here comes this Philly defense at home against Brock Purdy, who's banged up, and a defense that can't stop a nosebleed. I just think the right side of the game is the Eagles. And if somehow San Francisco shows up after blowing the number 1 seed, after giving away that game, you think they're going to go in and beat that defense?
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
In Philly, home crowd.
Lay the 4.
Lay the 4.
I like him.
I like the Eagles too. I just think that it for some reason the Eagles are in turmoil, and I don't think it's going to be that big of a blowout than what everybody thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be closer.
Okay.
I do.
You're an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Every time, I'm not from Philly.
Yeah.
But I watched the team close. I came to love Philly doing Comcast Sportsnet for 5 years with Michael Barkin, and I tell the story that when I was doing Comcast Sportsnet, I would go to the airport on Saturday morning, and there'd be a long line in security. And there was one dude who watched Comcast. B-Lang, come over here. I got him. And walked me right through.
Yeah.
It was great. And then when my games didn't win on Comcast Sportsnet, hey, B-Lang, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? And I'm sitting in the line going,
Yeah.
I need to win more just for this guy
Yeah.
to get past the security line. I came to love Philadelphia. When the Phillies won the World Series, I was on top of the DoubleTree right there watching the parade. It was epic. When your Eagles are in turmoil and everybody's going, that's when they show up.
You're right.
Remember when A.J. Brown complained in the press and everybody did it, and then the next game he had 9
touchdowns.
catches and 2 touchdowns? When chatter's at its highest, they play their best.
And it is the media and the I
Yep.
mean, they're just destroying them.
They hate them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they're Super Bowl champs.
I know.
They won the Super Bowl.
I said it today on my rant. I said they would act like they're the New York Jets, the way that
Yep.
that everybody's talking about the Eagles like they never won before.
Yep.
I mean, you could listen. You could love Hurts. You could hate Hurts. Sirianni the same way. They win, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Sirianni lost 25 games since he's been a head coach.
That's all they do.
I mean, they win. I want you to go over with everybody the process of the intake, because that's the most important part.
Right.
So how does the intake work? First off, they have to call or they
call
email?
in the office.
Okay.
They will get transferred over to me because I do the intakes. It's technically considered like the intake specialist.
Okay.
So usually right away they'll call in and be like, Desiree, this is what happened, and I fell, and and I listen to them, but there's a spiel that we'll go through. And I get their name, their phone number, because God forbid if we get disconnected.
Yeah.
And then I need to know where they work. Unfortunately, I also need the address. A lot of people don't know where they work.
Yeah.
Because there's sister companies and stuff like that. So I need to know exactly where you work. Definitely need a copy of your paycheck because that's going to give me the full name of your business.
Exactly.
And then we'll go down date of injury, what happened that day for you to get hurt, process of what then occurred. Did you go to the urgent care?
Yeah.
Did you go to an ER? An ambulance comes, something like that.
Yeah.
And which is most important, you have to report it. A lot of people think I have to go right to the hospital. You do need to let your supervisor know because there's things that they need to do on their end.
They have to document everything.
Yeah, they have to contact their workers' comp insurance because that's huge. That's important. Because then we want our client to have that information to then go with their doctors because you don't want to pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
You don't want to use your personal insurance. There is a separate insurance that a lot of people don't know.
Again, I'm just reiterate. All I've ever noticed is when everybody is against them. Jalen Hurts, smooth looking brother, got the dime piece. Girl's like, we'll be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. Is that good enough for you? All right, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and they win.
I will call a double-digit win for the Eagles.
All right, that's good.
Oh, we got about them.
So,
Double-digit win. All right, now, let's talk about Super Bowl champion this year. Can you give us the pick now, or we have to wait?
I have to. If gun to my head right now, defense wins championships. I think the Eagles go back.
Wow.
I just think that their defense, the way they looked at Buffalo and they're healthy, I just don't think you can beat them. And they have the offense that doesn't make mistakes. Here's the thing. One thing the Eagles do not do is as crazy as you get pissed at them, they never beat themselves. They never get the bad penalty. They never get the bad turnover. Defense wins championships. And I just think that we could have a Jacksonville Philly or a Houston Philly just because Houston's defense is so good. I'm not a fan of Sam Darnold. I think if Philly and the Rams go in there, they can beat them. I think the Eagles can go in there and beat them because of their defense. I know Sam Darnold has looked good.
Yeah, he looks great.
But against a good defense, I don't trust him. I just don't.
What did he win? 11 out of his last?
They won a list 11 out of 12 games.
Yep.
No, they're good.
But
They're physical. Their defense is good.
look at
too.
the schedule. Not exactly murderer's row of a schedule.
Yeah.
So he's not really faced elite teams. The Atlanta game was 6-6 at the half, and then Atlanta turned over 3 times the second half.
Yeah.
So it's not like they've played Baltimore, they've played Denver, they've had it pretty easy. So now in the playoffs, they're going to see 2 really good teams. They're probably going to see Philly, and they're probably going to see the Rams.
Lamar Jackson, I mean, he never won. Another guy never won none.
No.
But I can't blame him, though.
Nope.
The last 3 years. Last year, the 2-point conversion, the guy dropped the ball right in his hand.
Yeah, but in that game, he had a massive fumble at the 25 going in where they just snapped it, and he couldn't hold on to it.
No, he chokes, but
He did. That was such a massive
But the year
turning point in the
before,
game.
Flowers fumbled going in the end zone
That's
against
true. That-
Kansas City. They would have went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
He fumbled the ball.
Yep.
And last night he took him down. The guy missed the field goal. I mean, he got
He
him
did
down
take him down.
You know that guy never was touched. If he gets up and runs, it's a touchdown.
Really?
When the tight end watch the review. When the tight end caught the pass last night, when they were down 2.
Oh, yeah.
20 seconds left. Watch the video. He catches the ball. The guy tries to, hit it. He falls down. He was never touched. He could have got up and ran in the end zone. Nobody never touched him.
Wow.
I got to go back and watch
Go back and watch it.
Everybody focused on the catch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the catch.
Everybody
No,
focused
Isaiah Likely.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm saying to
Focus on the
myself,
catch.
get up and run. Get up
Yeah.
and run. He just laid there. But
That's-
Laid there.
Well, they thought they won the game. He was celebrating.
That's like Pittsburgh. What's his name? Caught it at the 11. Almost off the ground.
This year?
Oh, yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
The running back for Pittsburgh. He caught it.
Gainwell? Or the other
no,
one?
not
Warren.
No, it was Gainwell.
Gainwell.
Caught it almost off the ground, fell down. Both guys slid right by him.
Yeah.
Got up, ran it in.
Got him for a
Some
touchdown.
people say
Nobody
top
touched him.
3 best catches of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody touched him.
So now I'm gonna have to go back, Joey, and watch that because I didn't.
Last night.
I saw the catch and didn't realize it was.
Watch,
touched.
nobody touched him. The defender touched him when he was going for the ball. But after he caught it, he came down, he fell. Nobody touched him. He could have got up and ran in the end zone.
Yeah. Strong.
Well, 3 things you can't handicap: penalties, turnovers, coaching stupidity. Let's throw in player stupidity while we're at it.
Fucking coaches.
And like I
That's
said, smack talk.
That's it.
it.
Finally, a place you can go
And rant.
and vent and bet and then bitch about the bet you made and why Justin Jefferson hasn't scored a touchdown in 11 weeks and he's the best receiver in the NFL because you have a quarterback who can throw him the football.
Is that nuts? Besides the running out route to Jordan Addison to come around and
The
hand
guy
the
from
ball.
Tampa Bay, he's got to be fired too.
The coach, yeah.
You watched the Tampa Bay game?
Oh, my God.
He wasted a minute and a half
Rock.
before he ran the ball. He played for a field goal up the middle 3 times.
I'll tell you
He
something.
did a flea flicker from his own 20. A flea flicker works
yeah.
you're fucking 60 yards away. You know, you got to get the receiver open time to go down, down the field to throw a bomb. From his own 20-yard line, did a flea flicker.
Rumor out of Tampa is Todd Bowles 2 years ago flew out to Hollywood. They were casting different strokes 3. And Coleman, little Coleman, he was an adult now, and Todd Bowles was going to play the adult. What's Coleman's first name? Gary. The adult version of Gary Coleman. Bowles interviewed to get that part, and he didn't even get that part.
Brady-
Looks just like him.
Brady saved the job by winning the Super Bowl.
Looks just like him.
Brady won the Super Bowl, not him.
Looks just like him.
Make sure you use the promo code also Skinny when you download the app, Smack Talk. Get on there, Skinny, and not 100% deposit match, 250% deposit match. Head on over there, use the promo
talking about
code
the coins.
Skinny. 150, I'm sorry, not 250.
Yes.
These coins are nice. We got Trump coins there, silver. Silver, $70 an ounce.
If I lose this week, can I pull in these?
you
If
can-
I lose
yeah.
this week.
I'll tell you a funny
No,
Trump
these are your
story.
teeth. You could pull in the teeth, too.
Yeah, after I almost went bad yesterday, thank God T. Higgins scored because everything was
Oh my
in
God!
jeopardy.
I don't watch a lot of social media. I just don't. I mean, I have an Instagram and I have a TikTok and Twitter, and I don't work it the way I should. I just, whatever I should. But I I watch you.
I'm going to give myself
listen,
a heart attack one day.
I can't talk really loud because people are in the restaurant right now, but I am him.
As soon as Higgins scored,
That
was it.
I am him. I will make you my...
I don't know how anybody can still bet teams and not bet props. I
hate
can't.
fucking props.
I can't do props either. But listen, I got a Trump story. So I'm at the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, just hanging out with my boy Ted Treva. This is late 90s. And there's a rain delay. So we're in the players' lounge, and I'm at a table, and it's Bryant Gumbel right here, Trump's right there, Ted's right there, I'm right here, Ben Crenshaw's right here, and Trump's holding court. And Bryant said, hey, Donald, I heard Katie Couric's mad at you. And Trump says, yeah, I did the Today Show, and she asked me if I only date models. And I said, Katie, you got it all wrong. I only date supermodels.
Legend.
Trump's the best.
He's the best.
He got us out of debt now.
Yeah.
Venezuela, we got 17 trillion in oil.
They just
We got all the oil. We're the biggest oil people in the world right now.
They just hate to hate.
Yeah,
so bad.
What I hate them.
They just terrible.
Episode 120, The Skinny with Joey Merlino, Little Snuff. Download Smack Talk. 150% deposit match. Use the promo code SKINNY. We'll see you next time.
Life is a casino. We don't sing, we just hit 'em off with C-notes. And you can bet it all. I'ma be the last one standing tall. Joey Merlino.
What's up, DG?
Life is a casino. We don't sing, we just hit 'em off with
Tell us about
C-notes.
ourselves.
And you can bet